Hey, it's LJ, and welcome to another edition of LJ Reacts. For those of you who only just sort of discovered this YouTube channel, this is me kind of going back through time, kind of going back and discovering all like the pop culture events that kind of passed me by in like my 20s and my 30s, due to the fact, my focus was kind of less on what the happening thing was and whether I could happen to pay the rent. Yeah, I mean, based on my music taste, kind of hasn't changed that much since I was 19. So if I discovered anything after 19, it just didn't really sink in. And so that's what I'm kind of doing with this channel. I'm kind of going back through and trying to catch up on some of the things that really do appeal to me. Now sort of looked on them and like, why didn't I catch this the first time round? So if you're liking what you're seeing, don't forget you can like the video. You can subscribe to the channel, get the numbers up. That's always good. And of course you can share it, because if you like it and you share it and then someone else sees it and they like it, that brings more people to the channel, and the more people come to the channel, the more inspiration there is for me to do this, which of course ups the output, which you like, by the fact that you shared it. So yeah, it's a thing that everyone wins on. Just throwing it out there. So yeah, of course, if you want to do something solely to appease my ego, you can just like the socials. Also, I actually have my final live date for the foreseeable on the Linktree right now. If you're in the East Anglia area, you might want to check that one out. Other than that, it's getting close to Christmas, and I'd like to see your generosity, really. So just throw it in the tip jar just there, and I will appreciate every penny. I'm not asking much, just like £3 or something. That's almost the price of a sandwich. I'm feeding you with entertainment. You could feed me with actual food. That is all I've got to say there. So let's roll this on, and we can talk about what we're here to talk about. So I covered this band previously, and I'm not going to go back into all the stuff I said before, because some of that actually got quite political, which, as some people in the comments pointed out, that's not what these videos are for. These videos are supposed to be fun, and to be honest, the ones I enjoy most are the ones that are fun. So yeah, the band that I'm covering is Liliac. Because I can say it right this time, because it only took 3 or 4 comments in the 3 or 4 users in the comments section, I think, possibly more. I can't remember now. But yes, I did pronounce it ever so slightly wrong, despite the fact you pretty much say it as it's said, which is a tremendous endorsement of the UK education system. A funky looking word that's pronounced exactly as it's written, and I still can't pronounce it. But still, yeah, so Liliac, the band from Georgia, consisting of 5 siblings who have roots in Transylvania. So they kind of go by vamp metal. So this is my month of new releases, the end of my month of new releases. This is also the start of me doing requests, because weeks leading up to Christmas, it's going to be all requests. I have quite a long list, but stick them in the comments, see what happens. They may make it on, they may it may be a while before you see them. I have no system for choosing them, other than I literally throw a pen at a screen and see what highlights. It's not the most succinct system, but some would argue fair. But yeah, so I covered, I think it was like their first original song, and I could see raw potential there, but I wasn't entirely sold on the song itself. It's kind of listened to it back, mostly through the editing, and it was like, it's fine. I can see why they're kind of independent as a band, because a record label would take one look at that and go, oh no, we've got to change, we'll take you on, but we'll have to change all of this. So yeah, they, according to some of you in the comments, they have, grown up musically, as kind of as I expect, really, because they were all just kids when they did that first video. So I don't know what to expect with this one. I have seen a couple of the covers since. I was watching their acoustic cover of Nirvana "Smells Like Teen Spirit," a song famously not on the Unplugged album because Kurt Cobain was just like, "That's going to sound awful," but I think they got the tone just right with that. So what I'm doing today is I'm doing their most recent videos, released in July. So out of all the new release videos that I've done this month, I think this is the oldest. But still, it's less than 6 months old, so I'm sure that counts as a new release to some people. And hey, it's my channel, so I make the rules. So yeah, I'm doing Madness. I honestly don't know what to expect from this. I'm told they've picked up since I last discovered them. So I'm gonna kick back, see what they got. Okay, here we are, Liliac with Madness. I do love the guitar. I don't know. Only being in my 30s right now, I kind of missed the 80s, so I didn't get to see the guitar at its peak, which is maybe why I don't get why it's not in current circulation to the effect it is. But just seeing a guitar, it's just like, okay, all right, I gotta pay close attention to see how this sounds. Okay, already I am more sold than I was with the previous video. Like I said, I could see the potential in the last one. I'm seeing them start to realise it a bit more here. There's two ways you can do screamy sort of singing. There's doing it badly or there's doing it right. They seem to... I don't know what their training is, but yeah, the girl... What's her name? Let me just quickly bring up a name. So that's Melody, who's on the vocals. She's... I don't know how much training she's had, but there's enough training there that she's doing the screaming without screwing up her voice, which is brilliant if she wants to do this long term. Because you can go down a lot of rock clubs, just hear the local house band, in its case, if you know what to listen for, you can hear the lead vocalist scream and be like, well, I'd like to see you do that for that level in 5 years' time. So yeah, I don't know to what degree. Like I said, I don't know what degree training she's had, or if if it's just something they've worked out for themselves. But yeah, I must admit, when I saw Madness, because I know they do a lot of covers, I was expecting the English ska group, something by them, for a minute, and I was like, no, that would be weird. Although listening to them do this song, I would love for Liliac to cover Madness's House of Fun in this exact style. I am such a big mark for heavy effects on the guitar, especially when they're done well. It's sort of famously, U2 when they first started out were really awful musicians. So the reason that the Edge's guitar work is so effects heavy was just to cover up that fact. But what's the guy's name? But young Samuel just there, he really seems to have sort of he seems to have the effects, he's sort of hitting them perfectly with what he's doing, so it's not covering anything up, it's enhancing what he's doing, which there are some purists who are like, you don't need effects to be a good guitarist, which is true, you don't, but certain things, the effects just sort of help, sort of enhance, you know. Back to what I was watching. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. For some, when they said vamp metal, I was like, oh, it's going to be heavy, and I don't know, the first time wasn't, and this is a sort of boom I was looking for. I mean, if there is a song that they do this all the way through, I'd love to hear it, but although they do seem to, they've really built up to this, which I think's made it possibly worth it just that little bit more. I don't know. Ah, 3:16. So that was short and sweet. Do I have any final thoughts? Well, give me a moment and I'll get back to you on that. Yeah, in that gap, I re-listened to the previous track that I'd done, which was Nothing. Don't know why the name just wasn't sticking in my head for a minute there. And I've got to think I might have been slightly harsh on the original reaction, but that is not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about madness. I'm going to say, comparing the two tracks, yeah, they've definitely become a lot tighter over, that's what, 5-6 years ago they did that, at least. And of course they'll become tighter if that's what all they're doing. Then yeah, especially when you've got COVID, when I'm guessing there wasn't much else to do. Boy, not in any hurry to go back to those times. But What do I think of the track itself? Yeah, I quite liked it. They're, I don't know. It's not like a standout hit, but listening to it, I definitely was more sold on it through the first listen than there was on the first listen of Nothing. I don't know. Maybe in a few weeks when I sort of go back through all the songs I've listened to in the last 6 months, my opinion may change. But yeah, they've definitely got stronger as a band. Like I said, re-listening to Nothing, I can see the talent is there, whereas here it's the individual talent was there on Nothing. It's just really come together a lot more for me here. So yeah, I'm definitely enjoying this. Like I said, I've listened to a couple of their covers lately, and they really, I can see why so many of you have sort of keep suggesting this band for me. Yeah, to rate it, I mean, I liked everything about it. It reminds me of a lot of songs I like. It's just, do I like it more than those songs? For now, I think I'll just leave it at 7.5. It's not the best, but I'm definitely more prepared to listen to more of their stuff than I was perhaps after the previous one. If this is a better indication of who they are, then yeah, I'm more open to listening to more of them. Simple as that. So yeah, 7.5 sounds fair. So yeah, that's all I got for today. Like I said, for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be doing all requests. I've got a couple penciled in, but nothing set in stone till actually press record on the camera. So chucking more suggestions down in the comments will be welcomed and taken into consideration next time I sit down to do one of these. No, don't have to do it there. You can also do it, boom, on the socials. And hey, if you are seeing this within a few days of release, yeah, there is still time to check out what maybe one of my last stand-up gigs, at least for the foreseeable future. It is on the events page on the Linktree there. And of course, you can always chuck a couple of coins in the tip jar just to keep me tidied over. Because being off the road, it's probably going to affect my income. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I got for now. Till next time, when I stop hitting the microphone and the pop blocker. I've been LJ. It's been emotional. If you like it and you share it and someone else sees it and they like it, then they can share it. And you could. I was on a roll, dog. Okay. Oh. Okay. Can you behave? Can you just let it sit there? Paying attention to pop culture, and that's kind of where my attention. This is supposed to be just something just silly to enjoy. I'm going to try that one again. I am sitting too far back for the microphone. Oh no, the microphone can still hear me. Gives me more freedom. should take it out of shot. Ah, something to think about for the near future, isn't it?